friends! Today we're going to read together another book by Diane Alber. She wrote the letters in the words and she drew the pictures. And this book is called Never Let a Dinosaur Scribble. Kind of like the book we already read, Never Let a Unicorn Scribble, except this time it's a dinosaur. This book belongs to me, Miss Joy. Never let a dinosaur scribble. I recently got a pet dinosaur. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. And everyone keeps telling me, never let a dinosaur scribble. I thought, if I just gave him one crayon, what could go wrong? Well, I'll tell you. He took off running towards the wall. "We don't scribble on walls, only paper," I yelled. Thank goodness my dinosaur had a short attention span. Just before he was going to scribble on the wall, he noticed a couple of stones instead. He started to scribble on one of the stones, which was great, but there was just one problem. Here's my stone. He really couldn't see the scribble at all. I could tell he had another idea. Ding. He went to grab the paint. This wasn't going to end well. But surprisingly, it didn't make as big of a mess as I thought. He just sat quietly and painted his little stone, and it turned out awesome. But then he got another idea. He wanted to paint dinosaur-sized stones. It didn't take long before he was rolling boulders into the room, one after another. It had become the biggest rock pile I had ever seen. And the way he painted the rocks was truly extraordinary. But you couldn't see my floor or my bed anymore. I had to find a place for this rock pile, and quick. Then I heard a noise down the hall. This was it. I was going to be in so much trouble. I popped my head out of the door. My mom was standing right there. Before my mom could say anything, I started to explain the mess she was about to see. Well, it all started when I heard to never let a dinosaur scribble. But I had to find out why. So I gave my dinosaur a crayon, and then he ran towards the wall with it. Thank goodness he got distracted with some small stones and started scribbling on those instead. But he couldn't see the scribble at all, so he got some paint. He loved it so much that he got bigger stones, giant ones even, and it made a big mess, and I'm sorry. My mom peeked around the corner and smiled. "You didn't make a mess. You made some spectacular stone art." When I turned around, there was just a little pile of stones on my table. No huge boulders and no gigantic rock pile, but still some of the best art ever. All this time, people wanted to stop dinosaurs from scribbling. It could be because they try and draw on walls or make a gigantic rock pile. But if my dinosaur had never scribbled, he would have never learned how to make this amazing stone art. So the next time you hear, "Never let a dinosaur scribble," Just remember, all great art starts with a scribble. And even dinosaurs have to start somewhere. The end. What do you think, friends? We could find a stone outside that we really like and draw on it with markers or crayons or paint if you have any. Maybe you could ask if there's nail polish or whiteout in the house if you don't have any paint. I've even seen some really cool rock art where you melt crayons on top of the stone. What do you think we could make out of this stone? It's kind of like beautiful. Oops. I'm thinking maybe this could be a mouth, and this could be like the back of the head. I could make this into some sort of body. It could be a monster. It could be a dinosaur. Maybe I could make it into a car. That could be where the person sits. And I could do some wheels. Whatever you make, I hope you have fun. And thank you for spending this time with me reading this book by Diane Alber. Bye, friends.